When George Osborne announced last July that landlords would lose tax relief on their mortgage interest, it was for many landlords a bombshell. The Treasury note said only 1 in 5 would be affected. The RLA quickly picked up on that and within days were invited to meet Treasury officials. It was the first of 5 meetings in the period up to Christmas. And RLA Director Mark Butterworth has met Mr Osborne twice. He is his MP, and he got a blunt no when asked to change his mind and give us back our tax relief. From George's point of view, the first Tory budget since 1997 is not one in which he's politically going to do a U-turn. Now that's rather different, isn't it, from what seems to be the case over pensions tax. With less than 2 weeks to go before his spring budget, George has done a U-turn and decided not to risk a future Chancellor taxing contributions and benefits. So we can see George is not unreasonable. He's not closed to reasoned argument. Where does that leave landlords like you and me? RLA looked at legal action months ago, the idea of a judicial review appeals, but our council's opinion is that it was a hopeless case, a piece of theatre that would only benefit the lawyers. What's going to happen? Well, by 2020, if you pay 40 or 45% tax, you'll only be able to claim the cost of your mortgage interest at the basic 20% rate. RLA research showed that up to 60% of landlords are affected, not the 20%, 1 in 5 that the Treasury claims. Research also shows that the Chancellor's tax grab will force many to increase rents. Something the Chancellor has not factored in is the reduced amount of money landlords will have available to maintain their properties. And in a separate move, he's changed the tax allowances for wear and tear. In some cases, landlords will sell property to generate cash and reduce their borrowings, and tenants will be evicted so properties can be sold with vacant possession. Taking away mortgage interest relief means government is taxing income, not profit. No other business is treated this way. The RLA is continuing to argue the case, but there will be no U-turn. The measure could apply, though, only to new borrowing, and that would protect the estimated 5 million tenants living in rented homes whose lives are going to be disrupted. The next steps are for you to help us. Tell us how the loss of MIR will affect your lettings business. We need real evidence. You can find out how much George's tax grab will cost you. There's a calculator on the RLA website. And if you use Twitter, follow the RLA and retweet ours with #FightingMIRChanges. And of course you can contact your MP. The details are on the RLA website. But we want you to tell your MP that the Chancellor should apply MIR only to new mortgages. And if you live in one of the Tory marginal constituencies, there's a list coming up on the screen now, they've all got majorities of less than 2,000, the landlord's vote is crucial. Backbench support is vital if George Osborne wants to succeed Cameron. So George might have dropped a bombshell on landlords last July, but he might also have lit the fuse on another when he took away landlords' mortgage relief that could have a career-changing effect on the man who is no friend of the landlord.